Welcome to Rant TV, the cancel show. Bro, what they're doing to Drake is crazy, bro. And it's like, I know he's trying to stay out there. He's trying not to, like, fade away while he's fading away. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to stay out there. He's trying to pull all type of tricks. It's like, bro, he only really got two routes. It's either he takes whatever they're giving him, or like he actually three routes. It's either he takes whatever they're giving him, or like he finds a way to like finagle away from this joint, and he's still him to a certain degree. Like he could drop to like 75%, like finagling away from him. But anything lower is like crazy. Like 60 might even work. He's a so-called six god. 60 might even work. But anything lower than that, bro, that looks crazy, bro. So it's like, and the way they're making him look, it's like he's using everybody around him on some like, everybody around him was trying to like lean on them to look bigger. He's leaning on everybody else so he don't really go away. And like whatever failures come with all the stuff he's doing is just attached to that person rather than to him. If you look at the album he dropped with Party, if that joint would have failed, it would have been on some like, all right, cool, like that's on him. The person who he did the feature with, it's not really on Drake. You know what I'm saying? He just did it again where he's trying to stay relevant with Smiley, where it's like he's gonna lean on Smiley, where it's not his song. Just like that album wasn't really his album technically. This song is not really his song technically, even though it's his song technically. This joint hasn't even hit 200K, bro. It's been out for almost 24 hours. This joint ain't even hit 200K, bro. If Drake, back in the past, if Drake would have done a feature with somebody who had no clout, bro, by now, bro, that joint would have been at least $500,000 going to $1 million. Everybody would have been talking about it. But now it's like, bro, like that joint don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And like I see Baca in the start of the video. He's gonna put Baca in the start of this video because it's not technically his video. But in his video, he can't really put Baca in that joint because he's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? He's allegedly like a I mean it's not even allegedly. He's like at a certain like they got him in a certain spot, or he got himself in a certain spot where it's just like, he can't associate with Baca because Baca got certain things around him. And then the fact that Kendrick mentioned it in the song makes him look even more crazy if he had Baca in the video, which is like, I'm not saying there's nothing he can do about it, but right now it seems like everything is like, there's pressure, bro. And then it's like everybody's just watching how he's moving. Like I'm watching him, how he's moving with all this pressure going on, because that's how it is when there's so much pressure, bro. Everybody gonna be watching how you moving, and it's like what are you doing? And some people notice the details, and some people, they just notice whatever they notice. The song is fire though, bro. I'm not gonna act like the song is not fire. The song is fire. The theme about it, the concept behind it is fire, but you start to learn that, and I feel like this is something he knew and he was taking advantage of. And now it's working against him, bro. He was taking advantage of this stuff. And if you listen to his old discography, bro, he was always talking down on people who some of this stuff was working against. Talking about how hot he was more than everybody else. No Diddy, though. How he drops, it's this number. When he drops, this happened. And I'm not saying they're not stopping his numbers from going up, which could be a possibility. Because it's like two things where they could stop boosting your numbers or so-called advertising your numbers, and then they can like work against your numbers to suppress your numbers. Now, if they're doing both, where they're stopping you from boosting your numbers and they're suppressing your numbers, bro, it looks crazy, bro. But what I would say about him is he was always talking down on everybody else who that might have been happening to them, where either they weren't getting boosted like he was, or so-called promoted like he was, or they were being suppressed, or some people, they were going through both. He was always talking down on those people. Like every time he got in a beef with somebody, regardless of how he went, whether he won or didn't win, it was always like they're gonna make his stuff look a certain way and make someone else's stuff look a certain way, or both. And he would brag about that. That was never a concern to him. He would brag about that way, like it didn't even matter. Probably in his mind, I won anyways, or I got rid of them anyways. And then now it's like working against him. And it's like crazy to see him move how he's moving. Like he's showing Baka love, but he's not really showing Baka love, bro. He wouldn't put Baka in his video. But it's like now, like I said this in a previous video, it's almost like he gotta go now and walk around with people who he felt like were under him. But at the same time, some of them might still look at him like he's Drake. But at the same time, bro, he's with them now. It's not like he's really Drake, especially. And I feel like depending on how this whole thing he got with UMG going, it's going to determine whether him walking around those people, whether he's going to be Drake walking around those people, or he's going to be Aubrey, bro. Because him walking around those people as Drake is different than him walking around those people as Aubrey. But eventually, if things keep going how it's going, if he doesn't break and just sign it to UMG and they just give him whatever they want to give him, where they're in control of whatever he got going on, he's going to be Aubrey around the people that's around him. And how they treat Aubrey might not be how they treat Drake, bro. Might not be how they treat Drake. So it's like, how you going to take that? How you going to know Diddy, though? How you going to move? How you going to move, bro? Because you used to being Drake. You used to them treating you like Drake. You might not like how they treat Aubrey. You might not want them to treat you like Aubrey. Because Aubrey's different from Drake, bro. And you used to being Drake. Going back to being Aubrey, bro, it's crazy. And that's what comes with all this so-called fame stuff and all this rap stuff, bro. Like, I'm not going to say you want to be the same person that you were, but I'll say you have to be okay with if you have to be that person that you were even before, because the only difference is really just fame, and you got to adapt to fame. Not to be a brand new person, and I'm not saying that's what he did or that's what he became. I don't know him. All I'm saying is the only difference should be just fame, and you adjusting to fame, because if you got to go be, if you have to become something completely different and then now you got to go be what you were, you know what I'm saying?